Morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody tuning in, wherever you are. The best radio station in Africa. It's me, the lovely Eritana. Africa's restitution and restoration. Remember, it's always about redefining Africans, but first we have to redefine our minds. And today, and my guest is coming on the way, but before how we can start basically the restitution and restoration is for the whole week in regards to how we can basically talking about how foreigners are basically setting their food into our countries, and it's because a lot of people are being woke. I think Joby was talking about a lot of women now videos in regards to what's happening. I also have seen a lot of men, yes, are doing this, but the more videos I'm seeing of a lot of everything actually which Keith has been talking about in to who we are as African. I'm seeing a lot of to this, but maybe the men will follow up soon. But French have basically, I know this has been regards to how the French are taking over the West Burkina Faso and Mali. I know maybe, but I believe we can do a recap in regards to that also. Somebody download our app on Google Store, and also the guys who www.blackheartfirenetwork.com. Joining me live on TikTok. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time for guys to come in and join this conversation for restoration and restitution for Africans. Because that's where we've been defeated the most, our mind. confidence and the fire in us to basically make a difference. Whether you can start whatever in your small little I know I've had many guests here talking about how is that going to happen. Yes, we will definitely have a revolution, but you never know because you start by talking people like you basically never know because when had its revolution in regards to what's happening taking over everything in regards to the they were just woke, they're like super taking over their financial, and that's when they started demonstrating and they were like they were controlled in their own country because they were colonized by the French. And it's so amazing but the them right now and they're the military um the country. It's so sad. But I'm gonna play because understand what I'm talking about right now and we can definitely as we wait for my guys to come in. But thank you so much for change you need to see in the world.
But despite the veneer of normality, countries in the world for terrorism. Miami, pro-junta protesters have been camped outside a French military base have failed to stop the terror attacks.
Friday prayers have been held here, right outside. People are in attendance. And in today's sermon, saying that in a divorce between a man and a woman, things take time. France, and that's going to take time.
I believe when people are really tired, they've been patient enough for your guys to come and rule your rules and diplomacies in regards to how. Now we talk about patience. I believe when the time comes for things happening, and they just want change. Country or land. I'm talking about. There's no change. They've allowed the French people, and for me, it's so. How can I say? Colonize this country are definitely the ones rule there. How? I don't understand that.
Perceived French hypocrisy is to blame for the anger here.
Why is Emmanuel Macron now saying he doesn't recognize juntas in other countries like Gabon and Chad? That takes us for idiots.
The French to argue Niger can go it alone. Governor of Niamey, whether the junta can keep his country
play ahead. They were so tired they took off even the fast language that they use. They've changed a lot of because they were so tired of even using another man's language they use, and that's how it starts, literally.
Safe from terror.
Assurer la sécurité de cette population.
He replies that the safety of their people and can defend their country without.
The fact that they understand they can protect their partners, that's the way it basically starts. The fact that they know countries to come and partner with us, because I feel like that's the word. Every time we need partnership with you to help you with this. And that's why I think a lot of leaders basically take the different collaboration with foreign countries who basically they are saying yesterday they're here because they want the real goal. That's why they're really putting their foot down in regards to taking over, getting our countries or invest in whatever part the, because they know Africa has the real gold, the gold, which is not, which basically is not everything they can to basically put their countries. And that's when, as people basically understanding what's happening, we should have our antennae up in regards even to the music industry, the fashion industry. They are to voice our minds, our ideas in regards to know who we are. And definitely stand our own. Yes, we can, because before colonization, basically taking over Mali. Mansa Musa, if I'm right, Keith, he was basically the from Mali, and at the time, the system, cultures, it had its own way in African mind. So it's not that hard right now. We can definitely believe that we can for us to do that. In the morning, we're talking with Shima. Believe that we have a will to basically stand on our own.
But French troops could be dangerous.
In the fight against the terrorists, France is a key partner.
Definitely, he's not, doesn't look like an African man. He's saying that in the military to fight the terrorists. Basically, because he's routing for the French people, the military, to
Intelligence that helps us beat the terrorists trying to attack.
Nigerians are frustrated with the lack of progress.
As I said earlier, before even she talked, I said that the tired of this cycle of the same old system, same. Is because I believe even the leaders that we have right now, if you're being controlled and you're being offered whatever being offered in, you know what you're getting it. You know what it's best in that you're gonna indoctrinate in for the people that you serve, and that's why the Nigerian of progress in regards to anything that the French, as I said earlier, I was in Congo where the of the French people, they were so tired about that. They were like, they're going to dig out the minerals being offered in regards for them mining and everything. And it's basically getting the guy bank there, the French bank. So it's not benefiting as a full country, literally, which is tired, and they'll be so frustrated. When frustration comes, they and everything is just bombshell, definitely.
Originally from Tillaberi, one of the region's worst by jihadi violence. She tells me her mother's cousin, a village chief, they killed him by slitting his throat. She terrorism in the Sahel. There has been Last year, terror-related deaths in Niger fell by 79. The call of the junta will speak to us on the record, and the military proportion of the population wants the French in the Sahel.
I believe some definitely would want to stay because in they cannot do without the French. They've been the ones protecting for years, and they're asking themselves if they definitely want the French people to stay. They're asking themselves, are we going to die? That's what they're asking because they've maybe never done to our mindset as Africans. The fact that civilians don't really know what's happening, or some are just living there. It's happening, but maybe they're asking themselves, what if you basically talk about it, if you basically voice it out in your really understand what's happening. And that's when restitution and restoration thing that has been stolen from us, that starts with our things, right? Because we've been fed with a lot of actually starting from when you take your child to school, they grow up understanding who they are, how they see them. I believe I can give a short story in regards to even even my parents really wanted me to leave the country. Like it was that early, but everything happens for a reason, you know. And all this right now, it's amazing. And I think our internet, everybody for joining in. The fact that you need understanding, you know, you don't really need to leave in country for greener pastures. I don't believe that. For sure. But if you understand that you're needed, really needed so much, that's with you what your country holds, understanding what your impact you can make in regards to your gifts and talent or whatever career. If you think about the next generation or your kids, basically same government, the same mindset, it basically something how you can definitely.
Russian flags.
Anti-French sentiment is being replaced by
really are angry with French. Parce que in the man,
or very soon we will be so upset. We will just so angry. Even in our government right here in Kenya, a lot of things are not. If people would definitely understand what's happening, and it's the beginning of revolution and restitution. That's people understanding, you know what, we are the change. You're basically serving us as civilians. The government wouldn't be there if you're not. Them will not be getting these deals, collaboration, debts by us being taxed. Restitution and revolution to our countries have started understanding what's happening.
can help Niger to better fight terrorism. So what happened in Niger is that the President Mohamed Bazoum was overthrown.
Nous, forces de défense et de sécurité, avons
during the demonstration, we saw a lot of Russian forces to come.
Thousands of coup supporters took former colonial power France.
The French embassy, they try to enter in the embassy, and also they put Russian just to say to France that we would like Russia to come here. We
It's
prefer Russia.
amazing of the French people, like they don't want anything to do. And the fact that they're routing for Russia to come in regards to what Niger holds, but the fact that it's over France, it means France has dire institute in regards to this country, and the death
to you. This is the message. And they are they think that Russian forces can help Niger to fight terrorism.
is a little better here. It's not better on StreamYard and walked on. So thank you so much for your support.
In the east of the country, Niger also is facing terrorist attacks, Islamic State and Al Qaeda. So country is surrounded. This is due to the fact that people really are angry with French. The first reason is that the people to Niger, as they consider that maybe Niger is one are feeling. People compared to countries which were colonized by they see they are more developed than those who were colonized. But
we have uranium.
Like we have everything. We have uranium, we have gold, we have silver. And just to like these people even set up their bank in audacity to put up a bank. Amazing how this point out these are willing viewers, literally, that adopt that set the bank in Niger. Their own when they go to mine the uranium and the oil and the of money that is being taken or transferred to this bank, benefiting the French people. It's benefiting the country. The country that owns not development. There's no growth. And guys are literally fed up. They're like, no. The fact that we're doing all the work, yes, we're being paid. Literally develop. Why is it change? And we have the gold. Everything that can basically develop our country. How can I put it? With the colonies or the countries that have been colonized, and they're saying at least these countries that have been a little better in regards to development, but these minerals and we still leave like is so upset. He's really upset. Like there's no change to their gut. There's nothing. Because this has brought me to a point like there's a way. Because when I heard that the audacity to set up we're gonna put up a bank in India here, money, There's a bank, the Indian. So, but I believe it's because they're like tribe in Kenya. Yeah, but hey, go down because I believe it's time for restoration and restoration. There's a way that people carry us in their minds. There's a way they see us. You know, literally, like it's just time for us to restoration. How is it gonna happen? I'm not sure, but that sometimes things happen, dire things happen. Like be woke. It's like literally when has something better for you, you know, he will make you go to be strong, to be wiser, for you to be prepared for that chip in life, but it's not to make you like suffer. The opportunity you've been praying about is the same thing here. Sometimes it's like the government will instill some things on us for us to be woke and to say no because it's basically time for us to take our place. Take our place, to take what we own, to basically and restoration.
Accepted. The French base in Niger.
The support for the junta is divided in two parts. And Niamey is the stronghold of opposition political parties around for a demonstration and to say no to anything.
Well, in a stadium for demonstration, 30K
Against the country. So in the other region of the country, we cannot say that most of the people the support of support to Mohamed Bazoum. Those who support Mohamed Bazoum, but they face fire from military. So the capital have a very, very strong support for the junta.
That's, you know, as I said earlier, it takes a be angry and frustrated of what's happening because I believe being led by just the people understanding that it's being a group of people to demonstrate. But if individuals of what's happening, that's a different issue. That's why because it means it has affected you as like, you know what, this is not right. And you have people, what are you supposed to do? Sit down and do nothing when advantage of us, taking advantage of how we view our country. Basically it starts with you voicing it out and basically anymore because it's just time for a revolution. It's just time for a revolution. In regards to that, I'll definitely share the Niger coup was about removing resources. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me here live on what's happening. It's about Africa's restitution and follow us on all the social medias. Those guys who can stream, kindly go to .com and basically you can view us there and follow in.
Interesting developments are happening on the African. A coup that happened, and the president of Niger, military leader, replaced in his place. And immediately when they definitely started to set their sights. If you know, was the colonial supposedly these West African countries got their freedom and still colonize them. France get a lot of resources. France gets uranium. Uranium helps power
I've said right now in regards to what the friends who are they're still there. They send their military there. It's amazing to fight. Literally, it's basically for the minerals that is
up to 25% of their power plant. So while people in France or people in Niger don't have electricity, I know in 20 really crazy to hear that 85% of a country, yet what could make their electricity and stolen and given to France. So
is in that side. Literally, the fact that the people all the electricity and there's a lot of uranium there. The colony that is France for their electricity. That's a no.
we're about to stop all this. Gold is another thing that France. So they said nope.
Reasons why, and they basically even demolished or basically that it was there. The France embassy, they were really tired. They're saying no. You're getting off the benefits. Like our failure is your success.
You're not getting no more gold. You're not getting no more uranium. Got upset and making threats, talking about to defend French interests. What interest you have in these? They have pushed out Niger. We're gonna talk about some other developments with that too. Let's go roll.
Threatened to retaliate if Nigerians. Now look at it. This is a declaration of war after
and the uranium and the gold. So if this happens, if they demonstrate and they do, they're gonna fight back. It's like, are you still colonized, right? Country, why are you fighting my country in regards to what I have? Because of their country.
a killing. 3 African leaders. France is saying that, is declaring war. Are we at that point that Malcolm X attack one, they attack us all? So Mali, Burkina Faso, stand by. If France comes, in the name, what are its interests? Our own.
There, the gold, the uranium, and the oil, and the has to basically declare an open war to Niger with what they want is preserved. Audacity, or it's the way they viewers, if this they can get away with anything because they have been getting away. The French leader can definitely in regards to my guest is here. I hope he's joining me. But you wanna say hi to the people? Here. Literally.
Hello, people.
Yes. And restoration.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Africans.
for mines. They should pay me.
Right.
God damn.
Restitution and restoration.
Man,
This is the same. Anyways, the basically declare an open war to Niger. This is actually making me feel some type of way. It's like they can get away with anything, they can openly declare anything because they've been getting away with everything they can. Gold, the oil belongs to Africans. It's in the African land. Mosquito says, what kind of gas tons of footage?
Our black African resources that we want to take over in all other countries that have been coups is a result of on francophone countries. All the Western countries are all. When Haiti freed slaves, they had to force Haiti to pay for. In the United
He said
States,
something very important, like the colonizers and Or's reparation is the same country, right? Or in regards to us not alive. Son, right? Literally, in this time and age. In this time and age.
So, as they did against Haiti, countries that have been coups, is a result of France having francophone countries. Matter of fact, all the Western countries are all reparations.
That is so true. That's basically a very good topic. Is reparation, they still have a hold on us. They still have economic sectors, on our financial sector, everywhere they still have their foot in us, and I think it's that control literally. Even our leader, like it's urban colonization. They are, and that's why things are not changing. So if we they're going to overtake us.
As they did against Haiti, when Haiti to pay for freeing slaves in the United States, they paid the slave masters, those who own free slaves. So right now, which has declared war, that's a war declaration in the name of protecting its interests. African everywhere, all black Africans everywhere. Is it in Belgium? Is it in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania? Will you stand by? This is our renaissance. You cannot continue against black Africans, against people from God. So yeah, this is a Choboy movement. No.
I just that. Haiti just didn't free that.
Okay.
Haiti freed all of South America. Haiti freed all of Haiti freed white people in South America from their colonial masters, from Spain, from Portugal. Haiti went down and said, we're going to help you dumbass crackers out. But you must free the Africans in Colombia, in Venezuela, in Brazil. The African must be free.
Right.
And we're going to help your ass out. So it was the Africans in Haiti that freed South America. Mm-hmm. That's why Haiti has been completely destroyed. Go back in and take it back over. Because the hatred for Haiti, yeah, this damn internet, boy. It's terrible. The the hatred for Haiti, Haiti just didn't free Africans. It freed other colonies of the Spanish Empire and the Portugal Empire. And so it set a precedent against the European rule of the planet. And so when the white man got technically more advanced to go back in and get Haiti, that's what they did. That's why Haiti's a basket case. Unlike black people, white people never forget. And they always believe in revenge. They don't believe in that fake shit they gave you in your goofy Bible. Oh, forgive and forget. White people don't forgive shit.
Right.
They come to see you. So this is what's going on. And you got the moronic ass Kenyans going to Haiti on behalf, because Kenya's a puppet state, to go over to help the white man subdue Haiti because it looks bad, because everybody knows why they're there. They're not in Haiti because it's poor. Haiti's wealthy. They'll tell you it's poor. They're there because they're there to rob, steal, kill, and rape. Like do everywhere. You know? So, go ahead. You go and finish your time. Go ahead.
Right.
Operations. Pay up first.
Take back again. But the main thing that this guy is saying, like all of the African countries which owes reparation, basically they have their feet here still up to now.
You're not gonna get any reparations from white people until you get over. You're not everywhere, but you're not gonna get any reparations from parasites. Yeah. You're not gonna. African people globally are never gonna get any reparations, Iritan, until African people understand power. You get past your religions and understand power, raw power. That was the Chinese had to finally understand power. So the African understands what power is, how it works. See, power doesn't have to ask, please give me reparations, or please give me back my artifacts. Power says, you're going to give me my shit back, or you're going to pay the price. That's what power does. Power doesn't have to beg. The African has to beg because he has no power. Oh, please let me borrow my artifacts that you stole from me. Please, please, please give me money because you enslaved and beat me, please. That's begging. And you got to understand, power does not respect weakness, Iritan. There's other countries are powerful. America, Britain, France are powerful, right? Or considered powers of the planet. The one law of power, power does not respect weakness. That's one of the laws of power. Power doesn't respect weakness. So the African has been weak and feckless. Oh, please, let me worship your religion. Let me please beg for my artifacts. Power doesn't respect that here at time. Power says, shut up, you filthy nigga. Give a fuck about, you're not getting your damn, you're not getting any artifacts back. You're doing the fuck you're told to do. So until you get power back, which Burkina Faso and Mali and Niger are trying to do, gain back power unapologetically. You understand? That's the old Mali. See when you think about the country of Mali, you're talking about the Mali Empire. The Mali Empire was bigger than the country of Mali. Iritan. They renamed it Mali after they supposedly got independent from France. The Mali Empire included Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Chad, Senegal. I want to say parts of Guinea too. Senegal, Mali, Niger and Chad, Burkina Faso, and a few other countries. That was the Mali Empire. Not just Mali. All those countries were part of that empire years ago. So Um, yeah, so the African understands power. You can't pray yourself out of oppression every time. Can't pray to Jesus or Allah. Same people that gave you the goopy Allah oppress you. Same people gave you the goopy Christianity oppress you. You're not going to pray yourself to their God and get free. It's not going to happen. Sorry. You have to understand power again. What is power? Power is being unapologetic. Unapologetic. The African hasn't done that yet. That's why Joby was showing you the Namibians and white people own 70% of the country because they went in and they stole it using what? Power. Power. They come and say, please, Africans, give us your land. They said, motherfucker, we're going to take your land. And ain't shit you're going to do about it. And we're going to keep it.
Right.
That's what power does. Go ahead. Brutality, irritation. Brutal power.
All black Africans.
Right.
That's what a European is. But
yeah, but I'm seeing a lot of young people on TikTok.
Yeah, the youth are the one waking up. The old, yes, it's gonna be the youth. The youth are gonna save Africa, irritation. You think that the old Africans, the minds that you colonized, that you caught up in your fake goofy religions, caught up in the subjugation, I love everybody. It's the youth that's saying, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's time to get our shit back. It's the youth that's saying we're not gonna be loving no Asian people who are robbing and stealing from us. That's time to got to go. Yes, the youth. You're correct.
Very encouraging because it means a lot of young people know what's going on.
Yeah, it means they're getting exposed to more information. It means they're getting exposed to more information and starting to. There's an awakening happening every time. There's an awakening. The African is starting to wake back up. That's what happened. See, time is not linear. It's cyclical. Things go in cycles. The African goes down, then he goes back up. So you're rising back up. So it's a cyclical moment of time. The African is starting to wake back up. There's an awakening happening on the African continent, and it can't be stopped. But white people and Asians are trying to stop this awakening by using what they call soft power. So if there's an awakening happening, and what you're seeing happen in all these countries, there's an awakening, that they're not willing to be exploited anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. So go ahead.
Alrighty.
Everywhere. Is it the US? Is it in Britain? Is it in France? Is it in Belgium? Is it Mali, Senegal, Kenya, Tanzania? For your boy. No, this is our renaissance. Win this against black people, against black Africans, against endowed people. So yeah, this is
maybe a chill boy moment. Maybe it means something like revolution, I think.
All Western countries, you owe reparations. Pay up first.
So now it taken, they have taken the steps to say that, hey, all you got to go. All y'all, all your NGOs.
Literally, honestly, I didn't know about that, but I think it's Joby.
What you didn't know? What you didn't know about airtime?
NGOs are a part of the European setting their food.
Yeah, NGOs are usually spy organizations here trying to make sure Africa stays behind. All NGOs here are not there to help you. They're there to keep white power, white rule. That's the way it's called, plausible deniability. That's when they say, oh, it's not the French government, it's not the British government, it's the NGO. They're non-government organizations, Irritan. which is bullshit. Which is absolute bullshit. That's by your
Mm-hmm.
government and do the same thing the government's doing. Rob, steal, kill,
Are you there?
but they call them non-government organizations. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Can you hear?
I'm gonna check this. I gotta get rid of it. Yeah, I hear you. This internet, I gotta get rid of this shit.
Okay.
Internet's terrible. I'm saying all NGOs, Iraton, irrespective of what country they're from, are all government agencies. They're not there to do the African any good. They're there to suppress African people. That's what the NGO is.
How is
They're
that?
there to suppress. Huh?
They
How is
definitely
that?
help. They
No,
do.
they don't. NGOs don't help. NGOs don't do no help in
Funds.
Africa. You're too naive. I told you, you're too naive, Iraton. You're very
Disgusting.
naive. You're very naive, Iraton. You're very naive. You have no. They're not there to help. So you think because somebody's doing a little bit of help, that's actually help. It's not. That's to fool you. That's to fool you that help. It's not. They're not there to do any help. That's to fool you to believe that they're doing any help. They don't do any help. They don't do any good.
Continue sharing that video.
If you're not going to get your behind on out this country, we don't want you here. We don't need. Say, why is that? Because those so-called NGOs are covered.
They're covers. That's what he said. That or the main agenda.
Okay? Figured a lot of that out. So in the French military, they was attacking the French embassy. So what was the response? Nigeria, okay. Well, if the president isn't reinstalled within 7 days, we're going to send troops. Been a stooge.
They go to war because the white man told them. Exactly.
$85% of your people don't have power, and yet the thing that can make power.
In Ghana, there's a lot of electricity problem. The fact that he's talking about it, it's the truth.
He's talking about
Nigeria.
how these puppets are told. Yeah, not just Nigeria. He's talking about how these puppets are told to now go into Niger and do war on the little same people. See, these borders are fake, Iraton. The people of Nigeria and the people of Niger are the same people. Not just the same goddamn, they're the same tribal people. So some white man's telling you not to go to war because your brother is trying to get free and not be exploited by Europeans. And some other puppet state like Nigeria has been told to go to war against Niger. But then war against Niger, you go to war against us all then, God damn it. See, the whole idea of these Europeans who've been exploiting African resources because of parasites and these ignorant niggas, these puppets that they put there, have been there to protect European interests or European parasitical interests. Instead of those resources going to the African people. Nobody in Africa should be poor. Let me make this clear. There should be no poverty in Africa because there never was until the white man got control of Africa. It's so wealthy, no one should be fucking poor in Africa. You're poor because you've now been dominated by other people.
Right.
That are behaving. And so they're scared of makeup. And see, Africa's a domino effect. Even though you practice tribalism, you got borders, you're really one people. And they know that they're scared. So when you see one country rise up and start to benefit its people, this is dangerous for them on the continent, that all African countries are going to begin to fall like dominoes.
Right.
So they're trying to stop this.
Hello, Keith. Are you there? I lost you. Hoping he's gonna join us, but that almost winding up. But the topic of the day has been restitution and restoration, and we started with on Burkina Faso, firstly of Niger, basically the French government out of their country because of the Nigerians and basically super being indoctrinated in regards to developing their country. Are you there? So sorry guys about our internet. I'll finishing sharing this video and then we're gonna wind up in regard has begun in Africa and Mr. Blackout taking over everything, and a power does not plead, but you take it regardless because you understand what your country and continent holds. He started taking over everything without asking permission, and that basically that happened with Niger, basically. And I hope this is going to happen to the rest of the African place and basically re-induct belong to us and restore everything that was stolen to us. I believe that's happening everywhere right now because a lot what has been hidden for quite a long time in regard. And now it's amazing to see young people everywhere in social. We are so well. How we should take back our power. How we should have the confidence to know who we are for redefining Africa.
I wouldn't if I was living in Niger, right? So the new guy, which in my opinion, I've said this before, when I talking about she's an international observer on an election, I said down, and sure enough, it did. This guy, nothing but another sellout lackey for the West.
A lot of leaders that allow the French to steal their. The leaders are working with the foreigners in regards for them. Obviously, they're basically having a share into
because the African leaders, they're not leaders every time. They're not leaders every time.
In regards
the
to
Africans
of helping the people.
I don't know about the
have such
internet. This internet is terrible.
Why is it that he's even making threats? They're not attacking you. Number two, ECOWAS. On in y'all. You sitting up here saying the same thing. Attack your brother for who? Them folks? Now, country, oh, okay, you go. He can go do what he got to do. But you gonna fight your brother. Now I heard seen some people talking about, hey, Pan-Africanist. I'm like, some of y'all are so obsessed with talking about Pan-Africanists.
Okay.
It's kind of silly. Most Pan-Africanists, they just believe that black. I mean, what is wrong with that? You know, you got Black Americans. If they selling out like that, they don't work black people. You don't mess with them. Work with the black people. Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, if they want to work together, you work with them. Well, I don't see. You know, I mean, it's kind of silly. To me, agree with it, just do your thing. But we know some of these nations are straight sold out. That?
Yeah, that is it. And it's like all of the African countries and in Africa. Oh, but I believe it's just going to happen in regards out with time. We don't have to understand how, but it's just going to happen. Same mode. And I believe it's just time for change, revolution, of in leadership. It's time for the youth because we have to deal with the government that is going to be there. And if we start talking, it's going to be something that everybody will have to hear. And just